Well, hello everyone. This week I thought we'd have a look at some latest Warner Archive Blu-rays that I have picked up. I have not been paid for this. I have bought these out of my own money. And so, yeah, I'm not sponsored. I'm not going to sell you a product that I don't like. But I do like Warner Archive. They do a pretty good job. And so the first one that I want to talk about is a show that I actually remember called Touche, Turtle and Dum Dum. And it was a turtle that was dressed up like a bit of a musketeer. And he had a sword that's kind of broken and bent. And he just sort of exactly what you want in your entertainment. They just go on adventures and you know, they weren't stuck in the one time where, you know, yes, he's looking like a musketeer, but this isn't during musketeer times. They go up against pirates and robots and all those sort of fun things that we used to have, you know. No preaching or anything like that. It's just an adventure. Now, this particular release and all the other releases that I'll be showing you don't have any extras. So, yep. So, first one's Touche Turtle, and the next one is a similar to Touche Turtle and Dum Dum in that it's called Lippy the Lion and Hardy Ha Ha, who was a hyena, and of course the lion was a lion, and very similar in the fact that it's just a, like, you know, a main character and his companion going on adventures. One companion doesn't really want to do it, and that would be Hardy Ha Ha, but the hyena. But yeah, it's entertaining, and you know, it's a nice trope that they have that sadly doesn't exist anymore. And lastly, for the cartoons, is one called Wally Gator. Now, I don't remember much about Wally Gator, but very similar to Yogi Bear, where he's trying to escape the zoo so that he can go out into the real world. And I think sometimes he does actually get to go out into the real world, into the city and stuff. But this particular one I don't remember. But like I said, it doesn't have any extras or anything like that. This was supposed to be one of the ones that was released on DVD, and then it ended up getting stopped because they couldn't get all the elements together. Somehow they got all the elements together and they've made this. So this is the first time ever it's been out on physical media. It's been on VHS, but this is the first time the complete series has been on Blu-ray. Next up is a collection of films. As you know, I'm a bit of a sci-fi nerd, and even though I had two of these films, two of them I didn't have. So rather than paying exorbitant prices to get these extra movies that I didn't own, I just decided to kind of double dip. And that is the collection for 1950s sci-fi. And I have them, and I have The Beast of 20,000 Fathoms by Ray Harryhausen. I do not have World Without End, and I do not have Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. So these two films will be the first time I've ever seen them. So I'm really looking forward to actually watching these. I think with these two that I collected, they came with cards, postcards that they used to show in the cinemas to say, hey, these are the scenes that are in the film. So I have those two. I'm going to keep them. But actually, out of this entire set, my favorite is them. I love them. It's one of the... You wouldn't expect a science fiction horror to be about ants to be much, but it's got a lot of character development, and it's really damn good. I would say it's one of my top 10 science fiction movies. The scene with the little girl that just walks out of the desert after she's just had her entire family annihilated is just an iconic scene as far as I'm concerned in science fiction. But Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, of course, it's about a woman who grows big in a desert town, and then she gets a little bit grumpy. Women don't get grumpy, come on. And she decides to wreak havoc on a small town. I've never seen The World Without End and Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, so really looking forward to those ones. Now, these are fairly recent. And a few months back, maybe 6 months, I talked about The Thin Man. And I've got the Thin Man collection. I haven't watched them all yet, but I really enjoyed the first film, and I enjoyed the actor William Powell, who plays the Thin Man. And this one came up, and I didn't really think I'm not gonna get into a huge William Powell collection, but this is a comedy, and it's very much like a Sleepless in Seattle, or those sort of films where you lose your memory and then you gain it back, and when you're gaining it back you become someone different, someone more enjoyable. Think of Harrison Ford in Regarding Henry. So yeah, it's just a really nice romantic comedy. Comes with some extras, including a broadcast with Myrna Loy and Cary Grant. Gee, that was a movie star, Cary Grant. Fitzpatrick Travel Talks, Short Subject, Cavalcade of San Francisco, and MGM cartoon The Milky Way. They may have included that. It may have William Powell in it, so in that cartoon. But I do love it when they put those classic cartoons in there as well. I'm a Marx Brothers fan. If you didn't know that, I'm a Hanna-Barbera fan. I'm a classic movies sci-fi fan, but I'm a Marx Brothers fan. And this is probably my favourite Marx Brothers movie. Some people don't like it because they think that there are other ones, and there probably are better movies out there of the Marx Brothers. But this one I have a special place in my heart for. It's at the Circus. And this has had so many things lifted from it. So this is most famous for the song Lydia the Tattooed Lady, because back then having a tattooed lady was a bit of a novelty. Now every woman and her dog is tattooed, and I don't find it attractive at all. Very unattractive. Anyway, but that has this famous song, which was sung by Kermit the Frog, of course, as well. But it also has one of the scenes lifted from Mike Myers. Can you believe Mike Myers lifted a scene from here where I think it's Groucho walks into a caravan that was built for a midget or a dwarf or a little person or whatever you call them now. And it's actually the size of them. So Groucho has to, get down on his hands and knees and and talk to the midget. And of course it was taken, the joke was actually taken by Mike Myers for, I believe, The Love Guru. Anyway, but this is a really, really good film, and I just love the premise of them being in a circus. And there's of course the guy in the ape suit and causing havoc with them, and it's just, yeah, I love this film. And one day I shall talk about it, as well as a lot of Marx Brothers films, because I do love them. And yeah, so this also comes with some special extras. MGM Our Gang Comedies, Short Dog Days. I love Our Gang as well. MGM Cartoon, Jitterbug Follies. Now that would have the Marx Brothers in it, but of course they wouldn't call them the Marx Brothers, but they're the Marx Brothers, and they probably make a cameo or some sort. And also Leo is on the Air radio promo, which is audio only, and the original theatrical trailer. Now they actually made a few more of Marx Brothers after this as well. I'm guessing after this one they'll probably do Go West, But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so that's it. That's a collection of Warner Brothers archive movies that I have recently got. Anyway, that's it from me. Who am I? Who are you? I don't know who you are, but I know who I am. I'm Matt Butt, and I'll see you next time.